Alright, what is going on, y'all? It's Cooper here of FCSN, and I'm kicking off the channel this week with a Week 3 Heisman prediction talk. What the Heisman race is looking like right now, and then how I think it'll end up. Let's go ahead and get it started. At number 5, I have Amari Cooper of Alabama. Alabama's had some, I wouldn't say quarterback issues, but they just haven't been real certain about who it's going to be. Now I think definitely 100% is going to be Blake Sims. He's impressed me. He was great last week, and he was alright versus West Virginia, but Coker, I think, lost the job. And it's going to be Blake Sims for the taking. But yeah, Amari Cooper. He's a leading wide receiver for Alabama, and he kind of has been helping out this quarterbacks by getting a lot of touches. Last year, he was more of like a deep threat, downfield kind of guy. They didn't get a whole lot of touches to him. Now they get a lot more screen passes, a lot more intermediate routes, getting him more involved on the offense, making the job easier for those young quarterbacks. I wouldn't say young quarterbacks, inexperienced quarterbacks. Just making their job easier, helping them out, making it a little bit more simple for him. And with all these touches, he's making more plays. That makes sense, right? The more touches he gets, the more plays he's going to make. And his numbers have been absolutely insane, putting up big time numbers, and I expect it to continue. It's going to drop off a little bit when they get into the heat of that SEC schedule, but he will definitely be a playmaker, and they'll be looking to go to him all season long, especially on that play action to make stuff easier out of that run game. At number 4, I've got Jameis Winston, and to be honest, he is just here because of what he did last year and because he hasn't had a terrible game this year. People expected him to be the front runner heading to the season, maybe a 2-time winner, but as of now, he hasn't done anything to put him any higher than number 4, and actually, he may not even be deserving of this list. He did have the 3rd best game he's ever had passing yards wise versus Oklahoma State, but he was very sloppy, turned the ball over 2 times, and it was too close of a game. They were supposed to win by a lot more than what they did, and then they dropped a little bit for that. Then he played the Citadel, didn't really help his case a whole lot. He played great, but it's the Citadel. You're not going to boost your Heisman stock in a game like that, so that's why he's at number 4. He plays Clemson this week at home, big time ACC matchup in the division. Both a ranked team, and that'll be a chance for him to boost his Heisman stock like he did versus Clemson last year if he has a big game. So look for Jameis Winston to try to up his Heisman stock this week versus the Clemson Tigers. At number 3, I've got Kenny Hill, Kenny Trill, Kenny Football, whatever you want to call him. At first, everyone was like, I'm jumping on the Kenny Hill bandwagon. This dude is legit. This dude is for real. I'm like, I want to see a little bit more. I know he didn't play anybody this past week, but I'm convinced now that Kevin Sutherland offense makes it sets quarterbacks up to be successful. It lets them throw the ball a lot. It lets them be creative. It lets them make plays. And that's why Kenny Trill, I think, is going to keep it up. Yeah, I think he'll take a few losses this year, but I think his numbers are going to be ridiculous. And I think he'll be atop that Heisman talk for the remainder of this season. I think Kenny Trill is legit. At number 2, I've got Todd Gurley of the Georgia Bulldogs. He was unstoppable versus Clemson. They could not bring this man down. He is a monster. The only reason he's at number 2 is because he's only played 1 game, and he has a chance. He's another guy who has a chance to boost his Heisman stock this week. They play South Carolina. It's a rivalry game, and I believe he will be the reason Georgia wins that game, because I think they'll just feed him because you can't feed him anymore. Just give him as many carries as possible, and because they run by committee, it lets him spell him a little bit and get some bigger runs later in the game. He had the bye week last week. That's why he's also at number 2. Did have a chance to add to his resume after that big week versus Clemson. So here's another chance for Todd Gurley to boost his stock, and he is the best running back in the country. Unanimously, in my opinion, no one comes close to Todd Gurley. That's why he's number 2 in my Heisman stock. And then at number 1, it is Marcus Mariota of the Oregon Ducks. He only boosted his Heisman lead even more after last week when he beat the number 7 Michigan State Spartans. Primetime matchup, 2 top 10 teams, and Mariota's been known kind of like he hasn't had his best games in the bigger games when they need him most. That's why Oregon's always dropped 1 or 2 games every year he's been there. And he showed up. He came to play, and he already had the Heisman lead in my opinion, and he only solidified that a little bit more. I think he's good above Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley has a chance to close the gap, but as of right now, Marcus Mariota is the clear front runner for that Heisman. And if he continues to put up the season, I don't see anybody taking that from Marcus Mariota. So that is my Heisman predictions. let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about who you think will win the Heisman and where you think they're at right now and what they need to do to either move up or what might move them down. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooper_sports and follow for us on Twitter at FCSN NFL. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And this is Cooper signing out.